Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Oblivion. We're here on Varnes in the Blackroot layer tunnels, which is a cave system that we entered hoping we could do it in the last episode and finish it, but we were not able to. I don't think we have too much more of it, or at least, I don't remember it, but considering how long we've been in here already, I imagine we don't have a ton left. But let's go ahead and keep exploring this. Need to reapply our buffs here. There we go. Let's move forward. Need my bow, please. Alright. Put him down. This death dealer. Oh, we got something else behind him. Another death dealer. What? There we go. His health bar disappeared, so I thought maybe he died. But no, he was still alive. Yeah, we'll keep taking... I know I said I was going to start getting rid of all these arrows I've got, but I apparently am not. Some madness ore, that's good. Some bark, got a chest over here. More madness ore. Okay. And we got another door here. This goes back to Blackroot Lair. Now, we still have more to explore here. We got two other paths. Let's go back to the fork in the road. And check it out. Now, I wanted to get to the main quest area today, but I don't know if we'll have the time to do that. It really depends on how long the Knotty Bramble takes. Oh, I already killed you? Did I, start down this path and then back out? Sounds like me. Hello. Go ahead and die. Oh, you're paralyzed. And now you're dead. Oh, is this... Oh, you're still alive. There you go. Is this the cave that... Yeah, it is, isn't it? That they were... Oh, damn, I didn't want to pick those lockpicks up. Go ahead and drop those lockpicks now. I don't want them littering my inventory. Get out of here. Yeah, so this is the cave where they've been capturing these gnarls. These elder gnarls. And keeping them prisoner. Presumably in order to, I guess cut their bark off as it grows. Which is probably a pretty painful experience for these creatures. I'd imagine. And here we just got some storage areas with nothing really in them, but we got amber, which is always good to have. Alright, so we are done here. I don't know, we still got this next door to go through. We're done with this level, the tunnels. And we're heading back into the layer proper, which I imagine is going to be just it's gnarl bark. Imagine it's going to be you're going to be either lower or higher, and you can just get to the exit. You know, a good loop-de-loop. Yep. Gotta love your loop-de-loops. Thorn hooks are important, right? They have damage health. Alright, down we go. Alright, and then from here, we've explored all this, so we are done with this cave. That actually wasn't that much longer. We probably could have done it last episode. I did not expect it to just loop back to the entrance. Well, that's alright. It's not like there was anything that exciting there anyway. Just a couple madness ores and ambers. Alright. Now it is dark out. It's 12 a.m. We could go back to the hard scrabble camp and sleep, and I think we will do that. Gotta keep in mind that we are no longer an immortal vampire, so we probably do get tired. We might even get tired more, right? Because we're not used to it. We're just not used to using energy, so we're not being... That's actually interesting. I wonder if your body's energy regulation systems get all wonky after spending so much time as a a being that doesn't need to conserve energy because you don't sleep, or you don't need to sleep. I have no idea how that works. You guys have to ask a sleep expert, which I am not one. It'd be kind of interesting, though. All right. Good morning. Let's go ahead, buff up. Hey! You have unlocked more arcane secrets of altering the fabric of reality. You can now cast all alteration spells. Fantastic. So we're maxed out on all of our magic, which is fantastic. Marksman's getting high. Security's maxed out. We got that maxed out last episode too, I think. Sneak's still pretty far behind. So is acrobatics. Acrobatics is insanely far behind. But hand-to-hand is 84. So I think we're going to stop training hand-to-hand and start working on one of these three. Probably acrobatics, since that's the one hardest to level up without just like... I mean, from a game mechanic perspective, it's the easiest to level up because you just jump everywhere. But from like a roleplay perspective, it's kind of the hardest. Is there anything else we wanted to level up in here? I mean, my alchemy is at 66. We have really good alchemy. I guess we did more alchemy than I thought. Or I guess alchemy is just one of those things that's just kind of easy to level up. Okay. Speaking of alchemy, I imagine doing this every morning is probably a good idea. So we want damage health. So we got thorn hook rather. And let's see. Scallon, yeah, these. Good damage health. And then go ahead and use black tar. And then some of these. And then that's all we got. All right. Now the problem is, what would I put this on? I guess we really don't need the shield. Yeah, that'd be easy to remember too. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead. Oh, we gotta wait for my magic to come back. Get that going. Hey man, how's the hunt going? All right, so we're heading over to Knotty Bramble.
Hi.
Let's get a move on. You know, I'm sure they did it on purpose, but this whole island, the Shivering Isles, reminds me a lot. I think it should. Like I said, I think they meant it to remind people of Morrowind. Like, even just the roads feel very Morrowindy, how you got, like, raised edges or raised sides on either side. Try and mask the real size of the land, makes it feel bigger. What? A venomous one. That's dangerous. Do I need you guys? Congealed putrescence. They have fire damage, so yes, we want those. Okay, looks like we can do a lot of fire damage stuff. What about black tar? Black tar is good, right? Damage health? Yeah. Fungus stalk. Don't need those. Okay. Alright, so from where we're at now... Bang. Bang, bang, bang. Alright. Give me not your crappy arrows. Ooh, Madness Shield Matrix. You're just walking around with that? I do wonder if those are like random drops or if there's like specific locations for each one. Alright, I'm seeing Knotty Brambles on the map here. I see some black tar hanging from the ceiling here, or the root, or the branch. Words? Give me that. Okay, we want the black tar. We also have Felmore over there. Okay, just taking a look around, making sure we're not missing anything. And Zavara. Oh my goodness, got a whole bunch of places around us. All right, let's go ahead and get this going. Hi guys. Poison our bound bow. Ow. Good. I'll just use these as we go. Come on. Right in the kneecap. Paralyzed them too. Very good. Yeah, these poisons aren't very strong, are they? Do I want that? I can never remember. Yes. Yes? The digestive slime seems like it's good. Yes, that is the damage, health, and fatigue and magicka one. Alright. Into the Knotty Bramble. I've entered Knotty Bramble. I should make my way carefully to the pool Sickly Bernie spoke of and recover a sample of Aquanostrum. Okay. Go ahead and poison our bow. I heard somebody. I swear I heard somebody. Must have been you. I wonder if that poison will eventually kill you. Probably not. Yeah, it didn't look like he had lost that much damage from that. Amber. Always good to have. Go ahead and cast this. I am wondering if I should start maybe... Ooh, Madness Curus. Very nice. It's activated on the other side, it looks like. I don't see any levers. I kind of want to start using hand-to-hand more. But I'm a little worried that I don't have the strength for it. But I mean, we do have some good damage reflection now. Let's try and do this place with just our hands. I suppose we could always summon our Storm Atronach to help us out. We can go this way. More amber. Very nice. There's a trap. Okay, we got a bedroll. And a brazier. And a dude that is dead. A dead dude. Alright. The thing is, I don't think I'll be able to sneak up on these guys. The big problem with the bound bow is I can't desummon it as far as I know. Oh. Well, there we go. Nice and simple. Less simple. Like if I try and... Yeah, I can't, like, put it away. Which is not good for us. 5 gold, thank you very much. Another 5 gold, thank you very much. Okay, I got another brazier and the hatchery. Okay. Let's take a look around. What's this amber here? Can't miss my amber. Alright, let's go this way. Nice. That was a torturer. Okay. And then he's got you. Come on. Huh? One over here too? What? I'm confused. I don't know where this person is, but I'm assuming they'll find us eventually. Okay, a whole bunch of things are being summoned now. What the hell is going on? Open that up. Are they like below us? Can I even get below us? No idea. Alright, well, let's just keep moving forward. They'll probably find their way to me eventually. Through the door. Okay. Alright, they see us. Come on. Bring it. A Magus death dealer. This guy's even stronger than before. Good damage. Kelp gas bladder. Oh, you guys showed up. Been out on our health here. Damn. Okay. This is pretty cool, actually, battling with my Atronach hand to hand. I will say it is a little annoying when we have to fight, like, the heretics and people, because they run away. So trying to chase them down with my hands is kind of annoying. For ranged creatures, we should probably just, use our bow, huh? And you know what? We're gonna just use our bows. Why can't I attack? I'm out of arrows. I've already used them all. Interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and start. Let's use these. Get these out of my inventory. There we go. Must be there are eggs down there. Yeah, I do like the bound bow. Ooh, Dwarven Greaves. It's been a long time since we've seen those. Those are always nice. I liked the Dwarven armor. Wish we spent more time with them, to be honest. I see you. You might as well put a poison on you. Hell yeah. Go ahead and switch back to this. Alright. Any other enemies around here? Go ahead, give me your gold. That's it. Alright, down we go. I've arrived at the pool sickly Bernice described. I should get as close as possible to the statue in its center to gather a sample of the aqua nostrum. Another Curus matrix, so we can make 2 of those. Strong potion of healing. Whole bunch of eggs, oh my. I've recovered a sample of aquanostrum from the pool Sickly Bernice described. I should return to New Sheoth and present it to her for my well-deserved reward. Yeah, definitely should. Yeah, interesting. Hi, guys. Give me my Storm Atronach. Go ahead and switch to my fist. Let's do this. Didn't even need the Storm Atronach. That went well. Give me that gold. What am I doing? Alright, anything else down here? Ooh, a little passageway. Lost Crypt. Interesting. We're gonna go check up above first. Yeah, we want Varnus's Madness, right? That's our strongest bow. Ah! Okay, when that happens. Okay, where does this go? This goes to the Bramble. This is gonna go out that one door we couldn't get to because it was behind a gate. Yes. There we go. Alright, let's go check out the Lost Crypt. See what's in there. Wonder if it's gonna be like a fort. Lost Crypt. Okay. What do we got going on around here? Put a poison on. Come on. Perfect. Get hacked. Okay, that should be enough to kill you. Maybe? These guys are so bad. Another one. Oh my god. Okay, I can make a whole bunch of those. Yeah, it seems like it's random then if we're getting that many this quickly. Alright, got one more storm arrow left. It is a fort. I knew it would be. Just had a feeling. Good damage. Alright, let's go ahead and put on our next arrows, the Elven arrows. We have 321 of these. And these deal 17. So these are as powerful as the Grumite arrows we've been using. We haven't found a lot of loot yet. These places. We haven't even had to put on our rings. Ooh, Madness Ore. Very cool. Very nice. Already worth it. Okay, I got a body here. As well as a more fresh body over there. Interesting. What? Ah! Okay. What the heck is going on? Can't have too many more poisons left. There we go. Madness Ore. Quit that. Bad Grumite. Come on. Oh no! Oh, I got you too. Thank goodness. No idea why they just stand there, but... Bone shards. No, I don't need those. Okay. $61 gold. Okay, we are out of poisons, at least those kinds. Did we make other kinds? No, so it was just that group. Peekaboo. Beat him down. Love it. Okay, we got a hole to fall into there. This is back here. Okay, so that does seem to be all there is. Really strange place. We couldn't really do anything with those crypts. Which is interesting. Alright, let's get out of here, and I think we have time to do the main quest still. If I want to do, I know there's other things. Oh my god. I know there's other things to explore around here. We got a fort and a town. We might stop by the town just to see if there's like a merchant there, or a bed. Although I don't have a lot of hope. All the towns in Mania that we ran into had nothing in them. I mean, Split had a quest, but other than that, there was nothing there. No merchants, no taverns, nothing. Alright. Alright, yeah, it's getting late in the day, too. So we are kind of hoping that Felmore has... I see up there. Bang. Bang. You know what we need to do, actually? Since we don't have any more Varla stones, and we're not going to find any here. Oh, no, we have one more. Perfect. There we go. But what we need to start doing is making sure we utilize Azora's star to charge our weapons up. Damn. Really destroyed you. This looks like it might be the road to Felmore here. A little bit of a winding road. Maybe it's going to the rotten den. Oh, hello. There we go. Hey, block level up. Nice. Yeah, that'll start leveling up too as we go. Alright, the beautiful town of Felmore. It's like they've got, what, some water mushroom farmers? They got a port and a pier. And they got a pretty big town, actually. Felmore. I'm not staying. I'm just looking to see if there are shops here. Doesn't look like it. We'll come back after the main quest. Just wanted to check it out, see if there was a tavern, but it doesn't look like there is, unless there's one over there. I guess that could be... I guess that's a camp. Inlet camp. Yeah, let's go take care of that, then. It looks like it's close to this cave, too. Beautiful. We do want to take care of this, though. That way we have somewhere to sleep. Seems like this is the main way we can find beds out in the woods. Is through these camps. I don't see anybody. Yeah. We can sleep here. Cool. A nice little place. Kind of like these camps. Just out in the wilderness. You know, Ravings of Finroy. I don't think we've seen this one yet. The following pieces were gathered from the author's cell shortly after or before his untimely death at his own hands, written primarily on bed sheets. and the bare stone of his floor using only his own bodily fluids for ink. Ugh. Some of the transcripts represent the editor's best guesses at the author's true intent. Mother said there was no reason. It's just the way it is. Mother lies. I can see rain. I can feel rain. I can only feel wind. Someone is hiding. If I walk through the forest, the birds stop singing. They're talking about me. I'm sure of it. They're just too scared to do it in my face. Boat, moat, coat, float, goat, note, wrote. Secret name, secret name, secret name, secret name. He touches me when I'm not looking. Sometimes I hear the people talking about their days. They talk about family and the weather and yesterday and tomorrow. They say what a good day it was and how was your day and have a nice day. I say talk, 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 talk. How can you enjoy your day when you share it with everyone? Time is a private thing. The dragon hides it from us all, parceling it out in dribs and drabs. Save your time, save your time. I keep mine locked up tight, where no one can find it, not even him. The dragon they're talking about there is Akatosh, right? The god of time. Hold me now, rock me gently. My tears are burning, dear. Don't jinx it, don't jinx it. Hold your breath, one big one now. One last gasp, and we're done. He talks all the time, but his words are useless. Talking, talking, let's talk. Never doing, always talking. Words become meaningless. They float on the air, dissipate, like past gas. Make him stop talking. Make him stop talking to me. Always take care when dealing with women. They see things we do not. A smile, a glance. They mean nothing to us, everything to them. They twist their smiles to meet our own. They avert a gaze, just so. Watch them closely. They rule the world. They just don't know it. Am I indecisive? Yes and no. They came to bring me food today. I ate it. Though I know it was poisoned. They lace it with black flour and edgeroot. They think it keeps me quiet, sedate. I know better. Sometimes I chew up the bread and spit it into the corners of my cell. No one notices, and the rats eat it after a time. Keeps them quiet, sedate. When I eat the rats, the poison is more dilute, and I regain their memories. I don't believe it's fair that I'm forced to deal with the stupid, or the obtuse, or the pedantic. Yet they give me rules like go here and do that and eat this and kill that. They don't know that I know their names. Eventually, I'll get to them, and I'll make the rules. Just you wait and see. Good gods come and go, but all lords eventually fall. A god can wake up mortal. And remember that line. If I learn from my mistakes, will I eventually stop making them? Is there a balance I can achieve, a perfect harmony with myself? Shall I seek that point where there are no more mistakes to be made? All the lessons learned? When that happens, do we die? Do we become gods? Do the gods even want us? Maybe all dogs go outside deliberately. Maybe a decision gets overly deliberate. Might a dream grow overly demented? He knows, he knows, he knows. Stories are for children and dreamers. Poetry is for weaklings and madmen. Epics glorify the vile and vilify the glorious. Read minds, not words. I think it's time to go. He's still in my head, but I think he might leave if I'm quiet. Shh, shh. I actually really liked that book. Oh my god. Oh, there was an enemy out here. Think you can hide from me? I was not aware that this lake was so shallow. But yeah, before we read that book, I was thinking, you know how they like introduce like settlement building in Bethesda games, kind of starting in some ways with Skyrim with Hearthfire DLC. This kind of stuff here, this is what they should have gone with for it. You know, they create their massive open worlds and they just keep making them bigger, but then you can like make camps that you can set up to sleep, to like make a base somewhere, and then you can explore that region. Like how cool, like Starfield has a lot of problems. But if they could have gotten it right with the procedural generation and being able to make 1,000 worlds, all of them having, well, not all of them, but like a lot of them, but like you land on a world, you make a base there to go explore that world, and each world has unique things. Like, it doesn't have to be a lot of unique things on every world, but like there should have been. Obviously 1,000's a bit much. Like if they narrowed it down to like 10 or something. How cool would that have been? That would have been really cool. You build a little camp like this. Maybe not like this, but you know what I mean. I think that would be really neat if they could have done something like that, but they failed at it, so let's move on. All right, we wasted quite a bit of time here at Felmore, more time than I meant to spend. We're still gonna do this quest. We still got about, you know, a half hour before the episode starts getting excessively long. Usually like to keep them around an hour. I usually always go over that mark, but let's see what we can get done here. Now, is there going to be a road? Oh, we're not even close. Not even tracking it. This one, right? Better mousetrap. Yeah. All right, let's get moving. All right, let's keep our eyes peeled here. I mean, there's black tar here. Nom 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 nom. Interesting that black tar has two different things. It's got like the mushroom version and then the dripping version. That is kind of interesting. Alright, Zedillion. Oop. We've arrived. What? There we go. Come on. God, your animations. They need to be fixed. That's not a big deal to me, but... Where are you going? Ooh, get paralyzed, bitch. Beautiful. Alright, give me more of this. I don't know if we're going to be making any more poisons. They didn't seem like they were really worth it. I've entered Zedillion. I should now begin locating the focus crystals that link the Resonator of Judgment with the rest of the dungeon. Right, so we're trying to reactivate this place. So let's go ahead and see what we've got going on here. Push that button. We're going to want this. Alright, got a couple of these guys up here. Come on, come down here to Stormy. Let him take care of some of you. Stormy, are you working? Doing anything, man? Good. Alright, your turn. Oh my god. Alright, maybe this time he'll actually do something. Well, these guys aren't attacking either. So I guess free punching bag here. Okay. Okay, got a sealed gate here. They did mention something, but let me read this quest again. I've been given the manual of Zedillion and a strange device called an Attenuator of Judgment by Sheogorath. I've been directed to proceed to Zedillion and to return the place to working order. I should either read the manual or speak to Sheogorath's Chamberlain, Haskell, to familiarize myself with the strange dungeon. I've learned that in order to restore Zedillion, I must activate the Resonator of Judgment. To do so, I'll need to find 3 focus crystals and place them each in a judgment nexus. which will prepare the resonator for attunement. I should proceed to Zedillion now and begin my search. And then, yeah, we're there. Let's read the book real quick. Where is it? Manual of Zedillion. 8 pages, jeez. On the subject of Zedillion's construction, Lord Shagor, let me begin by extending the warmest regards to you and your noble being. The construction was completed on time and well under budget as you demanded, under pain of fun, I believe you are quoted as saying, and with only the most infinitesimal loss of life. I am proud to say that by harnessing the energy of that most unusual crystalline formation, Zedillion should maintain itself for years to come, with proper maintenance, of course. At your request, I have included the full operation instructions for each section of the site. If you have any other questions, please feel free to bother me again. Like when you originally thought of this idea in the middle of the night. The heart of Zedillion is its power source, the resonator of judgment. By tuning this huge chunk of crystal with the attenuator of judgment, a tuning fork of sorts, we have released a wave of siren-like sound that will draw anyone from outside the Isles. 3 focus crystals have been placed throughout the site to assist in keeping this wave of sound even and stable. This site would not function without all 3 focus crystals running in unison, so it's important to keep them clean and safe on their cradles, which I have called their judgment nexus. The focus crystals are irreplaceable at this time, so take proper precautions guarding the site when not in use. Zedillion is split into 3 encounter areas, all linked with the latest in arcane transport technology as the hapless Zedillionites. It was fun to experiment on them, thank you for that. Make their way through each room. They are subjected to a test based either on the manic philosophy or that of the demented, whichever suits your whim at the time. All you need to do is push a single button. Then sit back with your favorite wine. We've provided luxurious observation platforms from which to enjoy the show and watch the results. Each encounter area has a unique theme that matches your requests as close as we could provide. I think you'll be pleased with the results. Below I have detailed each room, and the effects you can expect from them. In brief, as I know your lordship is busy. Chamber of Conversion. A fairly empty room with a large grating on the floor and single half-sized harmless gnarl wandering in the center. Manic result. Our small, harmless gnarl will be grown in size to nearly thrice that of the average Zedillionite. Most we observe run around in an attempt to escape the lumbering creature. Eventually, it will stop and fade away. The magic of the room is enhanced by the spore gas we pump in through the grating. Demented result. Our tiny friend Gnarl is joined by a small swarm of his brethren, and they attack our surprised guests. Genius! Chamber of Avarice. In this room, a huge mound of treasure sits atop a half ziggurat inside a securely locked cage, to which there is no key. Manic result. We drop several hundred keys to the ground that are all exact duplicates. It's amusing to watch Zedillionites scramble around through the keys for the correct one. Some spend days. Amazing. Demented result. When a Zedillionite reach the top of the ziggurat, we blast them with a highly concussive flame spell. The blast always sends them flying. Good fun for all, discounting those that do not survive. Chamber of Anathema. As you requested, we saved this one for last. The Zedillionite that has the metal to make it this far now faces the toughest challenge of all. This room features freshly killed corpses, blood, and plenty of hanging bodies for your darker moods, my lord. Manic result. We killed a Zedillionite and cause a specter of his former self to rise from the body. Not many Zedillionites' minds can handle this one. Most go insane this far into the site. I must confess, this room is a favorite of mine. Demented result. Nothing better than a good old-fashioned battle. We raise at least double the number of zombies as there are Zedillionites and let them all have at it. Simple, elegant, and deadly. I hope you are pleased with the results of Zedillion. I know you'll have just as much fun using it as we have fun constructing it. Strangely, we have yet to receive payment for the site, but I am sure it's just a minor oversight and will be corrected as soon as your lordship has a Oops. It went a little too far that time. Okay, so this place is pretty fucked up. Yeah, that might be one of the big challenges here for Varnus coming to grips with just how cruel the Lord of Madness can be. And We'll see how he handles it. We're gonna go back to our bow. That took so long to kill those guys. with our fists. Torturer dead. There's another one up here. You got like a spear or something. He's a shaman death dealer. Pretty cool. Alright, they're all taken care of. Did I miss something back here? No. Nothing worth having, anyway. Crystal staff. I've discovered the first of the 3 focus crystals. It was affixed to the top of a Grumite shaman's crystal staff. I think they're using the crystals as a power source for their weapons. Now that I've removed it from the staff, I should place the focus crystal in its judgment nexus to continue. Alright. I can do that. Definitely take that madness ore. Judgment nexus. I've placed the first focus crystal into its nexus. I can now continue searching for focus crystals. Those are those crystals we see all around the island. This is what they're used for power. Interesting. Come on, there we go. Alright, what do we got in here? Alright. Fire away. What? That was a perfect shot. Well done, well done. Move in. I'll come back and loot them once I shoot this arrow off. Son of a bitch. Okay, we're not going back there then. Hi. Well done. We do got another one up here. You another shaman? Yeah. Beautifully done. Another crystal staff. Found the second focus crystal. I should place it in the judgment nexus to continue. Plug that in. I place the second one into the nexus. I can now continue. Searching for the final crystal. Come on. There we go. Give me that madness ore. That was pretty cool. It was like I pinned him to the wall there. I like that. Marksman up to 93? Hell yeah. Oh yeah, you go get him. Guys, attacks take so long to land. There you go. I'll deal with it myself. Yeah, we should try some of the other ones. Maybe the hunger. It'll be a better companion. The Atronach's strong, but he takes so long to attack. So I think it's these guys. Let's try these guys. Okay, let's keep moving. Did I loot you already? Yeah, I think so. Alright, what do we got over here? Hall of Judgment. Or the Halls of Judgment. Back. There we go. You have been judged. You have been found wanting. Good amount of gold we're getting from these chests. I like it. Yeah, good madness ore. Okay. There's our crystal dude, I think. Or maybe not. There we go. It was you, okay. I discovered the third and final focus crystal. I should place it in the Judgment Nexus to continue. Oh man, I want to pick that up. Let me just dump that back on your body. I placed the third and final focus crystal into its Judgment Nexus. The path to the Resonator Judgment itself is now clear. My next task should be to tune the Resonator by using the Attenuator of Judgment that Sheogorath provided me. Alright. Let's do it. Oop, we got some enemies in here. Too slow. Shit. Alright, let's see how this guy performs. Oh yeah. That attacks a lot faster. Cool. I'm definitely down for that. Probably doesn't have any range like the Storm Atronach has, but that's okay. Definitely doesn't last as long either. Hi guys. Get him. Come on. Don't let me down. Nice. Hell yeah. Okay, all of them are done. All of them done. I make sentences real well. Real well. Ah, jeez. Alright, is this what I gotta do? The big crystal thing here? Flawless Pearl, nice. Did I get this one? Did not. Resonator of Judgment. Ooh, the Siren Call. The Resonator of Judgment has been attuned. I should now make my way back to New Sheoth and report my success to Sheogorath. Damn. That is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Teleportation pad to Zidillion. Okay. That didn't take too long at all.
Finally, Lord Sheogorath has sent someone to assist me. But where are my manners? Must get into my professional tone.
Of course.
Welcome to Zidillion. I'm the dungeon caretaker, Caliban Nirendil.
Hi, Caliban. I'm Varnus Rain. Tell me about this place.
A wonder of engineering, is it not? Zidillion is the ultimate test of metal for the foolhardy adventurer that dares trespass into the Shivering Isles. What they don't know is that they're being drawn to their doom, courtesy of the Resonator of Judgment.
Interesting. Tell me more.
Ever since that wretched gatekeeper was made, Zidillion became redundant. It fell into disrepair and was eventually all but forgotten. After only a few years passed, the Grummites began moving in. Ghastly things. They mistook the focus crystals for some sort of religious symbols and removed them from their rightful places. This rendered the resonator inert and Zedillion completely useless. Luckily, you came along and placed Zedillion back into operation.
Alright. Interesting. But enough of that. How do I get out of here?
Yes, I tend to ramble. You'll have to forgive me. If you have the attenuator, then Sher Gorath must have sent you.
He did.
Zedillion would normally have sent you back to the entrance when you stepped on the pad in the resonator chamber. Since you're up here, I can only surmise that adventurers are already entering the dungeon as we speak.
That was fast. What do I have to do with this?
I'm afraid until the adventurers are dealt with, Zedillion will keep you here. Even I can't will its doors to open. To put it bluntly, you're stuck here for the moment. No disrespect intended.
Well, what do I do then?
The only thing we can do is let the adventurers complete a cycle through here. I'll be glad to help. I assume Sher Gorath gave you the manual of Zedillion. You can consult it for more information, or I can provide instructions.
I've read it. It's interesting. Tell me more about the resonator.
The resonator works by drawing adventurers to itself with a sort of magical siren's call. Sher Gorath uses the resonator to find the cream of the crop, as he calls them, the best of the worst, to populate the Isles. Quite clever, eh?
It is interesting. Well, let's hear your instructions on it.
As the adventurers make their way through Zedillion's chambers, they will encounter choices that you make in these control platforms. All you need to do is decide what becomes of the adventurers. Will you drive them insane, or will you pull the life from their bodies?
Do you handle the cleanup?
Oh, the dead will be disposed of, have no fear. That's my job. Those that are lucky enough to merely go insane will be granted a place in the Shivering Isles as a permanent resident.
How do I know when I'm done?
You'll know you're done when they lie dead on the ground, or they are out of their minds. Of course, any of their possessions you wish to keep are yours for the taking. I'll make sure you get them when you're done.
How do I make choices?
Simple. Wait until the adventurers are in position, and then press a button. If they survived, they will proceed to the next chamber, and so on. It's really quite ingenious.
Explain the choices I'm making.
Each chamber presents two options. When you push the appropriate button, an event will unfold for the adventurers to experience. One is physically harmful, usually lethal traps or creatures, something relished by the residents of Dementia. The other choice is more mental. They are designed to make the adventurers lose their grip on reality, much like the residents of Mania. Of course, the introduction of spore gas with the Mania choices helps as well.
That's enough.
As you wish.
Where do I go?
I will be happy to describe each chamber and explain the event that unfolds as we proceed through Zedillion.
Okay. Well, let's go then.
So good to be back in business.
Where do I go? This way? I don't know how much I like this. Seems kind of mean. Right, so this is the one where you got the gnarl.
Weapons ready, and watch your backs. Do what I say, and we might just get out of here alive.
You're not gonna come and explain this?
Ain't it cute?
Okay. Hey,
What can I assist you with?
this chamber.
This first chamber
There we go.
is the Chamber of the Gnarl. At the touch of a button, you can cause a large group of tiny gnarls to appear and attack the adventurers. Or, if you're feeling merciful, we can have the group terrorized by a seemingly lowly gnarl that instantly grows to twice their size. The hallucinogenic spore gas we release into the chamber will help lull the victims into believing the creature means to kill them. Don't worry, its bark is far worse than its bite. So good to be back in business.
Well, I don't want to kill them.
Can't be right. I gotta bad feeling about this place.
You guys should leave. Can I just tell them to leave? They leave. I can't hear me.
I can't help but feel someone is watching us.
Yeah, I'm watching you. Run.
Oh, ain't it cute?
If I don't have a choice, I don't want to kill him. Giant gnarl.
And Oblivion is that thing.
This is one of the horrid guardians of which the stories spoke?
Be careful. There may be more to this creature than meets the eye.
What a joke. Let's be rid of this thing and continue on our way.
Are my eyes playing tricks? Or is the creature growing?
By the gods, when will it stop? It could devour us whole.
Run for your lives!
Run. That's what I've been telling you guys. Run back. Or get out of
you
here.
Cowards. Something's not right.
All this time it was merely an illusion. How clever.
Wait, what's wrong with Lewin?
Makes no sense. Should be dead. Well, what? Who?
I think this place got to him. Perhaps we should leave.
Yes.
No. We'll pick him up on the way out. He must fend for himself.
No, you idiot. You should run. Flee. I've unleashed the giant gnarl on the adventurers in Zidillion. With the threat of what he perceived as certain death knocking at his door, Lewin the rogue has gone insane. I should make my way to the next observation room and choose how the adventurers will encounter their next obstacle. This is a really fun quest, but like if you were playing a good character, this is like, it's tough. Luckily, Varnus is, you know,
gets me every time.
yeah, it was kind of funny, but don't you feel a bit bad? I mean, I'm not exactly the most sane person, but seems a bit cruel. But I guess the whole point of this land is to make people go insane, who aren't insane already, right?
Watching them run for the giant now gets me every time. What can I assist you with?
What do you have to say about this chamber?
The second chamber of Zidillion is the Chamber of Avarice. The adventurers will have to overcome their feelings of greed as they set their eyes upon the huge piles of treasure locked behind that gate. You may choose to spring a fire trap and cause them great harm as they stand before the gate. Or you can fill the chamber with hundreds of keys and watch them frantically search for the correct one. Always a crowd pleaser. You're doing quite well so far. Keep it up.
Thank you. Alright, I think I'm gonna drop the keys. I don't want to cause them harm, and you know, being insane isn't so bad. I mean, I've lived with it. I mean, I know I'm not as insane as some of these people become, but Syndilius is his name, the mage. That is a lot of gold. It's almost as much gold as I have.
Can't you just wizard it open?
I could. Alright, drop keys.
The cage is locked.
Grimok, be careful. This looks too good to be true.
If only Lewin were here, he could get us through this in no time.
We'll have to fend for ourselves. Do you think you can pry the door open?
Forget it. This is obviously a trick. Let's get out of here.
To be so close and yet so far. If only we had the key. Wait, do you hear something? Look.
That's a lot of keys.
One of them must open the gate. We're rich.
Let's get out of here, Syndelius. This is obviously a trick to waste our time.
I thought the orc would have been the one
I'll know
that...
it when I see it. Yes, it must be here.
They're all fake. Just come with me now.
Find it. Yes, I must find the key. Rich beyond all my dreams.
Suit yourself.
I've caused Syndelius the mage to go insane by pouring hundreds of keys on the ground, which convinced him that one of them opened the gate to the huge treasure pile. All that remains now is the leader of the group, Gromek. I should make my way to the last observation room and choose how the stubborn orc will encounter his final obstacle. Another one insane.
Too bad none of those keys fit the lock.
But one of them might. You never know. Did you try all of them? Drive him insane. That question. Alright, last room.
I see Lord Sheer-Gorath chose wisely when he selected you to liberate Zedillion. Now,
You think so?
how may I continue to assist you?
Chamber.
The third chamber of Zedillion is the Chamber of Anathema. Its contents are designed to make sure it's the final encounter. The adventurers will be subject to horrors beyond their imagination. Visions of repugnance, death, and malevolence reside in this room. If you wish to bring ruin to your victims, you may choose to animate some of the corpses and watch as they satiate their hunger. Or we can create the illusion of the adventurer dying and his spirit rising from his corpse. Good fun to be had for all. Then, just as suddenly as we kill him, we revive the adventurer. There are few minds that can stand this type of torture.
Then that's pretty
You're
cruel.
doing quite well
That's
so
pretty fucked
far.
up.
Keep it up.
So I imagine, you know, I don't know how well I've been playing it, but
Steady. You've been through worse before. What more could this place possibly throw at you?
no, I don't know how well I've been playing it, but the idea from the beginning
If
was
I
like,
find out who's running the show,
Varnis is
there'll
pretty
be hell to
manic,
pay.
and the voice is a bit more dementia based. That he's been hearing in his head.
If I find
whole
out
game.
who's running the show,
And
there'll
I'm
be
gonna say
hell
that
to
the
pay.
voice in his head is gonna win out here. Kill him. Raise the dead.
What? The very dead rise in this accursed place. Very well. You'll not slay me without a fight. Have at you. Blood for
Wait,
blood.
his blade.
Blood for blood. Strike me.
What kind of sword does he have?
Blood for blood.
The sword looks familiar. I've caused the death of the remaining orc adventurer Gromit by animating the zombies in the final room of Zedillion. Now that all the adventurers have been dealt with, I should speak with Caliban. Alright, Caliban.
You've made short work of the intruders. Sheer-Gorath should be proud to have such an efficient apprentice. Now,
I'm his apprentice.
If you'll step on the last teleporter pad, I will meet you in the reception chamber so we can recover your earnings.
Sounds good.
I'm afraid you've exhausted Zedillion's resources. This was the final chamber.
Now, what if you have...
Not to worry. We'll have your spoils too in no time at all.
Oh, thank you. But what if you have more than 3 adventurers? How does that work? Seems like a big oversight.
As is the tradition, you are to be awarded a focus crystal as a token of your fine work.
Oh, thank you.
I'll have it sent to the palace and placed in the main hall, if you wish to take a look at it.
You spoke of earnings as well?
Oh, yes, of course. It seems a most unusual weapon was recovered from the orc warrior.
I thought it
Bramble.
looked...
Never seen anything like it, but perhaps his journal can give you some useful information. Beyond that, take whatever else you need from the recovery chest. You've earned it. You're free to go at any time, of course. Just up that hallway. Good luck to you.
Alright, stay safe, Caliban. Where's this sword? In here? Cavalry chest. Talisman of Abbotman. Water breathing, detect life on self and feather. Whoa! That's a really good amulet. The effects could be better, but not too bad. Wait, where's the sword? The hell? Caliban? Caliban, what's going on? What the hell are you guys? Give me another one of these guys. We need to heal. Ow. Okay, 1 down. 2 down. Caliban, are you okay? Caliban! Oh, you're alive. Before exiting Zedillion, I was attacked by 3 unusual beings in an equally strange armor. I should ask Caliban if he knows anything about them. Are you alright, man?
That was quite a battle. I hope you are uninjured.
I'm more worried about you. What were those things?
You've not heard the legends? How could that be?
I'm
Those
new.
beings, as you call them, aren't beings at all. They are the soulless abominations known as the Knights of Order. Their attraction to the resonator isn't surprising. It was built from one of the obelisks that dot the isles they seem to have an affinity for. You must proceed to Sheogorath at once and tell him the knights have returned. Quickly now, go!
Okay. But what about that sword? They have perfect order sword. We'll take all of them. Okay, I still don't... Did we get the Dawn Fang? What's it do? Dude, that looks pretty badass. Nourish Blade on Strike. Fire damage 15 points. That's a pretty sick looking blade. It reminds me a bit of Dawn Guard. Dawn Guard, is that what it's called? Dawnbreaker? The sword you get from Meridia in Skyrim a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe it's just the colors. Interesting. It does 10 damage for somebody who's not trained with blades at all. Salia would love it. Hey, gift for Salia. That'll be fun. Alright, he had a journal too, they said? Let's see. If I can find it in here. All these books that I got in here. I don't see it anywhere. Take one more look. Grommak's journal, right there. Another 8 pages. Third of Rain's Hand, Third Era 431. We were finally able to convince that idiot rogue Lewin that it was time to give up that strong box of money he stole from Lel's quality merchandise in Anvil, and ditch it outside the castle. All the heat he brought on the group was starting to chafe. Syndilius pretty much sat him down and made him do it, because I was ready to put my foot in his face. I know he's a rogue, but we're adventurers. We get our loot from raiding old crypts and ruins and places that ain't got guards. He can be a real horse's ass sometimes, I'll tell ya. 12th of Rain's Hand, Third Era. 3 or 431. What a bad Fredis we've had. We hit what was left of the old Fort Warrior, and after slaughtering a bunch of no-good marauders and grabbing their loot, made our way north. We came to the ruins of Trumbull. Syndilia said they were Eyllid, or Eyllid, or something, some kind of old civilization. But all I cared about was how loaded with gold they were. He said usually they were, so in we went. What a mistake. The place was crawling with skeletons and ghosts. Those things give me the creeps. How can I fight something that ain't even alive? Lewin took a good hit. Took a few good hits, and had to pop all his potions. Syndilius broke his arm when a trap almost crushed him to death, and I got a nice nasty scar across my forehead. Close call. Best of all, when we got to the treasure hoard, Lewin was out of lockpicks. Why do we even keep him with us? We had to drag the damn container out of Trumbull, and all the way back to Camp Atrene. Now I'm sitting here staring at a stupid metal box, wishing I could use Lewin's head to bash it open. What a dolt. Rain's Hand, 13th of Rain's Hand. After a night of deciding whether or not to snap off Lewin's legs and use them as firewood, I sent Syndilius and Lewin to Anvil to buy more lockpicks, while I guarded the box. They came back in a few hours and Lewin picked the lock in the first try. Good thing too, I was still pretty mad at the guy. I don't like sitting around all day. Anyway, Syndilius got all excited when he saw something wrapped up in some sort of fancy cloth. Inside the cloth was a bunch of stuff, but the best was the sword. What a beauty. Blade looks like a mouth with teeth, handle like golden snakeskin, and the gem in the middle of it. A perfect fiery orange and red, like the sky at dawn. Syndilius was going crazy, and I asked him what was all the noise for. He told me it was Akaviri or something like that, and made by the snake people or the Sayesi or whatever. Sindelia says Sayesi starts with a T. Just now when he saw me writing this, but that doesn't make any sense. Tayasi, fine. There, I wrote it. By the 9, Sindelius is nosy sometimes. Well, anyway, the best was yet to come. Right as the sun was setting, the sword vanished for a moment and was suddenly replaced by another weapon that looked almost the same, but the gem on it was a deep blue and purple. Sindelius said he was certain that at dawn it would change back to the orange and red gem. Well, that was good enough for me. That alone made the sword the best thing I'd ever seen. Lewin muttered something about Akaviri magic, but I told him to shut up. I decided to call the sword Dawnfang when it was orange and red, and Duskfang when it was blue and purple. 14th and 16th. Things are getting better and better with my new sword in these last few days. I found out Dawnfang is a fire blade and Duskfang is a frost blade. Handy for extra killing power. But the best was what I found out when a Minotaur decided to jump us and I landed the killing blow. I heard a voice in my head, or maybe a thought? I don't know, it was weird. But it felt like the sword knew I just killed the Minotaur, like it was counting or something. At first I thought maybe I was just tired, but after tearing through a camp of bandits, it just kept counting. After the 12th kill, it told me that its thirst was satisfied. At least, I think it told me. Then it stopped. Sindelia said it's possible that the sword was a blood drinker. My kind of sword. But he didn't know what would happen. It didn't take that long to find out. When dusk came around and the blade changed, I almost fell off my campfire log. The new blade was still Duskfang, but it somehow seemed stronger. I could just tell. I couldn't wait to try it out. I ran right out and looked for something to kill. It didn't take too long to come across a few of those stupid imps. Sure enough, not only did it do more frost damage than normal, but also I could feel the energy from the creature transfer to me every time I hit it. What a weapon this was. Yeah, Duskfang Superior. That's what I call it. Sometimes I amaze even myself. Sindelia said he was sure Duskfang would blood drink too, and I could power up Dawnfang with it. I spent all night looking for 12 things to kill, and when the sun came up, he was right. Dawnfang Superior is to be this one's name. It's like having 4 blades in one. 17th through 19th. Rain's Hand. It's been the most fun I have ever had in my life, cutting a bloody swath across the ruins of Cyrodiil with my new double sword. Sindelius and Lewin are even more confident now that we have such a powerful weapon among us. We've gathered tons of loot in the last 3 days, but nothing compares to this. We're going to head north and explore the area around Nippon Bay today. I hope that something else like this turns up on our adventures. Then I'm going to retire. It's a cool sounding sword. Too bad we don't use swords. Alright. So yeah, we got these crystals popping up. That's crazy. Gotta get back to Sheragor. Let him know. Seems like it's a pretty big deal. Alright guys, we're gonna end the episode here. In the next episode, we'll head back to New Sheoth to turn this quest in, and a couple of other things we have to turn in over there. And, you know, we'll stop by any camps that we see along the way, but I think we're gonna hold off on any dungeon delving until we get done with this quest. So until then, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you later.